Welcome everyone to the week 7 class. Gonna have a shorter day today. Just wanted to quickly review the auto key and cipher that we did last week. And then I want to go over the assignment, which is not going to be learning any new ciphers. It's just going to be sort of an assessment, I want to make sure everybody's doing okay before we move on to the next week, which will go into binary, ASCII, hexadecimal, and modern sort of computing. First thing we're gonna go through here is the auto key. I have that classic text clean cipher here, and we're gonna jump right into this. It's very similar to the Visioneer cipher we did last week, the week before. And basically, we have instead of the the key stream is the same length, it just sort of puts the key stream at the beginning of it, and then it scoots everything over, so to speak. So what I'll actually do here is in the code, I'll print the key so that you can see what I'm saying here. So basically I use this bracket colon notation to indicate I want it to go from 0 to the length of the text, which is determined by this length minus length of the text minus the length of the primer. And you go through here. If we run that, we can see our key is Python, which is our primer.
Markers,
What's up?
can you share your screen?
Yes, I can. Okay, so we have our text primer, which is the Python, and then it goes on to the plain text, which is programming, as you can see down here. What I actually forgot to do is clean the primer. Text clean primer. There we go. Shouldn't change anything, but there it is. And that will then go through. We take this key and then we add it to the values of the original text using that tabula recta we covered, a big old table of letters that was developed in the 1500s. Fairly simple, and all the submissions got it. The Ncipher right. So good job, everybody. This video will be up as well as the future ones in a playlist if you're trying to go through and cram all that cryptography. So we're going to move on to the week 7 assignment. This is the, again, text clean function is already on here. Basically, just have 7 quick little questions here that you will have to do. Now, how you're going to be able to edit this is I'm going to put this link in the Discord, and then you're going to click up here on the name of it, and then you're going to hit this fork button. And basically what that does is it makes your own copy of it that you can edit. I already have it, so just renamed it -1. But now you will be able to edit this and resubmit it. Make sure you put your name in the title of it, as this, kind of it's easier to share, just sort of like testing things. But we have a few questions here, just 7 questions, with the last one being a bonus. This is more so for review. This is a Julius Caesar. This is a Caesar cipher that you are trying to brute force. If you didn't end up making a Caesar cipher brute force function, you can just test all the 25 different keys. Maybe a little bit time consuming, but you'll get it. And remember, you're looking for the key. You want to find the inverse of 9 modulo 26. There is an m inverse modulo inverse function that we already have. Like I say, being a good programmer is almost being lazy, just being resourceful and reusing as much code as you can. I just want to make sure I go through this at least one time so everybody can understand what is happening here. Number 3, this is you're given a plain text and a cipher, but you don't know what different type of cipher it is. Is it the multiplicative cipher or the affine cipher? You have to determine what it is. Remember, the affine cipher is just a multiplicative cipher with a shift at the beginning. If you have any issues, feel free to ask me. Of course, with all this stuff, DMs are open. Quick explanation of like theory, why polyalphabetic are more secure than monoalphabetic, and as we're going to get into this future stuff with even more advanced ciphers, why they are even stronger than polyalphabetic, but for now it's just these two. Next up, you're going to generate the key stream using the Vigenère cipher we covered a few weeks ago. Now, if you remember, the key stream for that would look like however many characters this has, it would just go on like that and repeat until it's filled out the right amount of characters. Reminder though, and the text clean will help you with this, but special characters like commas, exclamation points, spaces, these are not counted as characters with your when you're creating your key stream. And then number 6, what's your favorite cipher so far? And just encipher this message right here. Final bonus question, you'll get an extra entry in this week. If you define what the XOR function is, I don't care if you Google it, I don't care if you just know it. If you get that, you'll get an extra submission for the raffle, $25 as usual. And that is all that we actually have for this week. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an easier week as we're coming up into this, and we're just going to kind of get reset around, trying to understand if we don't have that foundation ready for when we go into more advanced stuff, it will all crumble. So again, if you have any sort of questions, feel free to DM me. Thanks for coming.